hmm Good morning, everyone. It's a Monday. Everybody's alive. We're well. We made it through the weekend. Yay, yay, yay. So I'm popping on today to talk about a very important topic near and dear to my heart, and that's emotions. So I'm going to share with you why I want to talk about this for several reasons. One, there's been an influx of people coming to me asking, which oils can I turn to? I got to go back to work. School's starting. I want to put some in my mask. What's the best one? Is it okay? Is it safe? What else have I gotten? Oh, and people have approached me uh, basically saying, my friend is dealing with these emotions, and what it's basically they care enough and they want their person to be supported, and they're looking for answers. So I have some for you guys. So I want to talk about it because last week was, kind of interesting week. So emotions were running high for a lot of people. I noticed on Facebook and Twitter, and that's kind of normal because we're being bombarded with all kinds of information, whether it's right or wrong. Time will tell. But and I've been trying very hard to kind of keep my emotions in check when I see these posts, but I kind of lost it on one. Well, kind of. It was a post from a friend that had there wasn't anything wrong with the post, really. It was very, it definitely sparked some emotion because it's a topic about human trafficking, sex trafficking, that kind of thing. But the problem I had with the post was they used an adjective, a certain adjective in it. And I kind of felt like, what's the point of that? Like, you're talking about something serious, yet you're going to throw in this adjective, which shouldn't even matter. You can say black or white, you could say straight or gay, you can use Democrat, Republican. It shouldn't matter the adjective used when you're trying to, make a point on a serious topic like that. So I just asked the question, what's the point of that? That I don't get it. I don't understand how that would affect the outcome um, to resolve this issue. So I questioned it, and then because of the responses I got from that, I thought, okay, I need to check what emotion, what pain was behind that question. So I went back to kind of see what was triggering these emotions. Was it what was my intention behind it? And it wasn't anything bad or to get people worked up. That was not my intention, to work up people. But when I saw what was being presented to me as I projected out that question, I was like, you know what? I'm not here for that. Thanks. And I just did the Homer Simpson and ducked right back in the bushes and turned off the notification because it I don't know if the wrong information was being shared with me. I just wasn't there for that. So it's not about that. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to check my emotions. So what I did is I grabbed my balance after, that little back and forth. I mean, I didn't really back and forth much, but I got out of it. And I grabbed my balance to give me, to be present, because balance is a grounding blend. It's got frankincense in it, and it just kind of soothes your central nervous system. Um, and when you're present in the moments, you start to recognize some things that you're grateful for. Like, it's quiet right now. The kids aren't fighting. The cat and dog isn't fighting. And you start to notice how bright and airy the house is, and how good life is. And then you're back to center. You feel safe. And then you don't have these emotions stirred up. So anytime you're feeling fear, despair, or powerlessness, just grab your balance. 1 or 2 drops in the palm of your hand. You can inhale it. You can apply it at the bottom of your feet, AM and PM. And my story is, I hadn't used balance for like 5 days because I taught a class. And the balance I had by my bed that I used morning and PM was moved, and it was at this desk. So for 5 days, I hadn't used my balance, and yeah, my emotions went a little amok. So that's what kind of triggered that. All right. So now I want to talk about feelings, the emotions of feeling overwhelmed, because I know a lot of school is starting up, you guys. Lord knows I have been acting like a lunatic when it comes to that. The district set up a website for the parents to log in, and they gave us a code, and I went in, and there's Erica and Ian, and they list the schools that they're in, and they had Ian under Richland, which he's passed, he's promoted. It should have said Woodland. So I hit the panic button. There was no, like, if you see anything wrong on this page, please contact. There was none of that. I clicked on all the links, couldn't find anything. Oh, and then I had to verify our residential stuff and all that fun stuff on the same website, and there wasn't anything for that. So I'm freaking out. I'm thinking, oh my God, did I do something wrong? So I went to the main website of the school district and emailed the wrong principal because I forgot he left and we have a new principal. So I emailed the wrong principal, got the email bounce back. Then I had to go, I was like, oh, it's Dan. So I emailed him. And then I even more panicked because I emailed the wrong principal. I was like, well, maybe I need to register him. So I started that process, which I didn't need to do. I found out later. But I didn't know. I was just like, oh, I got to get this fixed. I got to get this fixed. And I didn't have any direction to do that. So I went a little ballistic. So I got overwhelmed. So what did I do? I reached for my On Guard. It's a protecting blend. You just want to put a couple of drops on the bottom of your feet. This is perfect for kids when they start school. Even if they're not doing in person, you still want them to have their immune system boosted throughout the day so that they're, ready to do the schoolwork. So it provides a positive energetic boundary as you prioritize and determine what you do best. So the things you're not good at, just let those go. Then you won't feel so overwhelmed. And then find somebody to do it for you. I mean, how easy is that? Okay. Or just figure out another way to get it done. Now, if you're dealing with sadness and shock, which I mean, every day. I think we're all dealing with that. All right, so you want to reach out and try Elevation. I love Elevation. That is my favorite. It's a joyful blend. You can apply to pulse points like inside the wrist, the little area behind your ear, and if you want a direct line to your heart, right inside the elbow. It elevates a heavy heart, and it turns it into optimistic and carefree state of being. Yeah, I've turned to it several times. In fact, I ran out. But luckily, because I have such a great oil community, I reached out to them and said, can you send me a sample? Can you give me a little sample to tide me over until I can order it? And I do. I've been rationing that thing, but I went a little nuts yesterday. I put some in the shower and it was amazing. So, but I do have a new bottle and I'm happy. Now, if you guys are dealing with stress, I got a question for you. How much are you getting? How much sleep are you getting? Getting enough sleep? Then you're always going to be stressed out if you're not getting enough sleep, because those two go in hand. You got to have stress and fear, by the way. Those are so important emotions that we're never going to get rid of, no matter what you do, because those are things to help us stay alive. If we were getting attacked or, yeah, someone was going to come after us, we need fear and stress to protect our bodies, because that's how our bodies naturally protect us, is the stress. So you don't want to overstress though, because what ends up happening is you're going to overwork your adrenal gland, which sits right on top of your kidneys. And that's going to disrupt your sleep. It happened to me. I had no idea the amount of stress I was under way back in the day, just 2 years ago. So yeah, what happens is our bodies have this funny thing of trying to remember, like it has a memory, like, hey, I was doing something. And when your adrenal glands are like fatigued or overworked, they have a memory and they think, hey, we're supposed to be working right now. And it could be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then you wake up. That's, yeah, and then you're not getting your 7 to 8. And the reason you want 7 to 8 is because you can do the research yourself, but it's out there that it takes that long for our bodies to reset. It's just basically turning off your computer. I mean, if you notice, if you keep it on 24/7 for several days and weeks like I do, it's going to start to slow down, which it is, and you get frustrated and stress out. So you want to make sure you're getting the 7 to 6, 8, sorry, because it gives your body time to reset all those cells and a decent night's sleep, right? So what do you do to get that? All right, so you can turn to lavender. It has a chemical compound called linalool, which is calming properties. So it tells the brain, release those, just start to relax. If you need something stronger, there's Serenity. It's the Restful Blend. Now, if you're looking for during the afternoon or, relax in a flash because something, stresses are going to happen and you just need that quick, I need to relax right now, grab your wild orange and vetiver. Those are great when you need to relax in a flash. So just 1 or 3 drops of each, and you want to massage at the bottom of your feet or on the spine. I'm a huge fan of vetiver. It's very thick oil, so it takes a long time to get out. So what I do when I'm waiting for my little drop of vetiver, I say a prayer to Haiti. I just think about them and say, make sure their harvest is great and they're well and safe and they get a bountiful crop for us people that are dependent on it. So that's vetiver, which is sourced in Haiti. And then there's Breathe. Breathe. You can reach for Breathe. It opens up the airways. It's perfect to diffuse with lavender. You are going to get the best night's sleep, and then you're not going to wake up congested either. That helps relieve that. Now, you could, another emotion that we're probably overdoing is worrying. You worry because we don't know the outcome of anything anymore. And we still want to worry, but not too much, because again, that's going to make us go crazy. So you want to reach for your cypress if you have it. You want to diffuse 3 to 4 drops, nothing more than that, because just a little bit goes a long way. You're going to notice your motion of flow when you breathe. And you just got to remember things work out for themselves, and that life continues on. If you don't have cypress, you can reach for your tea tree. It might have been in your kit when you enrolled. Just want to inhale a drop from your hands and release any unhealthy expectations you might have. Speaking of expectations, do you want to hang on to some positive expectations? I know I do. Grab your peppermint. You want to rub a drop over your heart to improve buoyancy and a sense of optimism. So there you go. And then last but not least, Lifelong Vitality Pack. Oh my gosh, this is key to foundation. If your gut isn't right, these oils will work, but you're going to have to use a lot of them over and over and over because they're in the body for so long. Just like a traditional medication, which is water-based and it takes longer to use. These are quicker. So you want to have your guts, healthy guts, and Lifelong Vitality helps with that foundation. It's doTERRA's supplement pack. It's their number 1 product. I'm a huge fan. I can't live without it. In fact, I noticed if I even skip a couple of days, my body likes to remind me I'm not 25. It says, no, girl, you may think that, but no. Lifelong Vitality does help support your gut, because if you're not spirit, mind, and body, if you're not aligned, our emotions run crazy. And I've noticed it. As much as I try not to get on Facebook, but you guys are there. I want to see what you're up to. Make sure you're okay and well. And I enjoy seeing all the anniversaries and the birthdays. It just makes my day brighter. So keep sharing those fantastic news. All right, you guys, I see a little kid just woke up. I know it's late, but it's summer and we're going to get back into the routine of things soon because school starts next week for them. And this is going to be a busy week for me. So I got my balance. I'm back on track. I'm ready for school to start. Are you? I hope so. Okay, if you don't, grab your balance. You'll be good and you're on guard. All right, everybody. That's it. That's all I'm going to share with you this week. If any of this stuff resonated with you and you want to try these oils to help, reduce stress, better sleep, all that fun stuff, reach out to me. I'll give you a sample. It won't cost me a thing, just a stamp. Really, you're not putting me out. It's my favorite thing to do. Don't take my joy away. Okay. And then real quick, friendly reminder, I am teaching a class at the end of the month. It'll be over on Simple Abundant Facebook page. So if you're not invited over there and you want to be a part of that, just let me know and I'll find you and invite you. Or just like the page and get the notifications so that you can see me. We're just going to go back to basics and just talk about how, essential oils are made easy for your life. Okay. That's it, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. I hope this was helpful to you, and I'll see you next week. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye. Yay.